In today's fast-paced and interconnected world, relationships have become increasingly complex. Whether you're in a romantic partnership, a friendship, or a professional collaboration, it's essential to navigate them with care. But sometimes, we find ourselves making mistakes that can jeopardize these connections. There are common relationship mistakes that many of us fall prey to at some point in our lives. These missteps can cause misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and even outright breakups. However, by understanding and recognizing these mistakes, we can learn to avoid them and cultivate healthier, more fulfilling relationships. One of the most prevalent relationship mistakes is a lack of effective communication. We often assume that others can read our minds or that they should just get what we want or need. But the truth is, nobody is a mind reader. It's essential to express ourselves clearly, honestly, and respectfully. By doing so, we avoid misunderstandings and ensure that our needs and desires are known to the other person. Another common mistake is neglecting to prioritize the needs and feelings of the other person. Relationships are a two-way street, requiring both parties to show empathy and consideration. It's easy to get caught up in our own wants and desires, but forgetting about the needs and feelings of the other person can create a rift between us. Taking the time to understand and validate their emotions fosters a sense of love, trust, and respect. Jealousy can also wreak havoc on relationships. Whether it's romantic jealousy or envy in a friendship or professional setting, it tends to stem from insecurities and a lack of self-confidence. When we let jealousy control our actions, we undermine the trust and connection we have with others. Instead, focus on cultivating self-confidence and trust in yourself and the strength of your bond with the other person. Another significant mistake is failing to set healthy boundaries. Boundaries are essential in maintaining a healthy relationship because they create a sense of security and respect for both parties involved. It's critical to communicate and establish boundaries early on to ensure that both individuals' needs and limits are considered and respected. Without boundaries, we risk feeling overwhelmed, disrespected, or taken advantage of. Often, relationships suffer due to a lack of compromise. It's crucial to remember that no two people are entirely alike, and conflicts are bound to arise. When faced with disagreements, finding a middle ground through compromise can be the key to resolution. Compromise involves active listening, understanding the needs of both parties, and finding solutions that satisfy both individuals. By finding common ground, we nurture harmony and strengthen our relationships. Perhaps one of the most damaging mistakes we can make is holding on to grudges and refusing to forgive. We all make mistakes, and harboring resentment only serves to create bitterness and distance in our relationships. Learning to forgive, whether it be for a small misunderstanding or a significant transgression, is essential for healing and moving forward. Forgiveness allows us to let go of negativity and rebuild trust in our relationships. Lastly, taking our relationships for granted is a mistake that can have severe consequences. It's easy to fall into a pattern of complacency, assuming that the other person will always be there. But relationships require effort and investment from both parties. By showing gratitude and appreciation for the other person, we demonstrate our commitment to the relationship and foster a strong bond. In conclusion, navigating relationships can be challenging, but by avoiding common mistakes, we can create more fulfilling and harmonious connections. Effective communication, empathy, setting boundaries, compromise, forgiveness, and gratitude are essential ingredients for building and maintaining healthy relationships. By being mindful of these mistakes and actively working to improve ourselves, we can foster strong and lasting connections with the important people in our lives.